Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we uncover the hidden stories behind company filings. Maybe we can uncover a few secrets about this one too. Today we're diving into Polomar Health Services and their latest report. This isn't just any update, it's about a new deal that could reshape how their medicines reach people. So Polomar Health Services has a new agreement to get their inhalable sildenafil and elatriptan out there. The big news is an amended and restated product fulfillment and distribution agreement. They've teamed up with For Humanity Inc. and Island Group 40 LLC or IG4. What this means is For Humanity gets the exclusive rights to market Polomar's special inhalable drugs until March 34, 2026. These drugs are for things like erectile dysfunction and migraines, and they're still waiting for their patents to be fully approved. Polomar itself will be in charge of actually making and sending out these medications through their own pharmacy division, making sure everything is handled correctly. Island Group 40 LLC or IG4, they're going to manage the accounts for Polomar, like handling the customer side of things. This deal is set for an initial period of 3.5 years running until September 2028, and it could go even longer if For Humanity hits certain sales targets. This is a big commitment and shows a lot of faith in these new products. Now let's look at the money. For Humanity has agreed to pay a guaranteed amount of $7,500 by October 31st of this year. They've already paid $2,000 of that. This payment secures their exclusive market rights until March 2026. And here's how they can lock in that exclusivity for longer if For Humanity can bring in at least $1.5 million in sales to Polomar before the end of March next year. That exclusive period extends to September 2026. They can keep that exclusivity even longer through the end of 2026 if Polomar sees at least $3 million in revenue before June 30th next year. So it's all about hitting those sales milestones. And if For Humanity keeps performing and meets ongoing sales targets, they can hold onto those exclusive marketing rights for the entire initial term of the contract. This shows a clear strategy to reward success and build momentum. Now, while this summary gives us the highlights, the full details of this agreement are in Exhibit 10.1, which is part of the official filing. It's important to remember that the real nitty-gritty is always in the actual contract. This Exhibit 10.1 is the full agreement, so if you want to dive deep into the legal jargon and all the specifics, that's where you'd go. Like most filings, Polomar includes a note about forward-looking statements. This is basically a disclaimer saying that their future predictions might not come true because of risks and uncertainties. They're saying that even though they're making educated guesses about the future, things could turn out very differently because of all sorts of unknowns. That's just good standard practice to include. They've actually laid out some pretty specific risks here. One is the chance that the patents for these inhalable drugs might not get approved. Secondly, they're worried about whether For Humanity can actually push these products successfully in the market and make them profitable. They also mentioned integrating For Humanity's telemedicine system with Polomar's business to really get the most out of this deal, and they point to previous filings for even more risk factors. That's a lot of plate spinning. They're reminding everyone not to bet the farm on these predictions. They're not a guarantee of future success. And they're also stating they won't be updating these statements if things change after this report, unless the law forces them to. They're being very clear that these are just current best guesses. Now for the last bit of this filing, which talks about exhibits, we've got Exhibit 10.1, which, as we mentioned, is the amended and restated product fulfillment and distribution agreement. And then there's Exhibit 104, which is the cover page interactive data file formatted in something called inline XBRL. This is basically a digital format for financial data that makes it easier for computers to read and analyze. Looking at all this, Polomar Health Services is clearly making a significant move to get its new inhalable medications to market. The deal structure with For Humanity and IG4 is interesting, focusing on exclusivity tied to performance payments. This strategy suggests Polomar believes in its products but needs strong partners to drive sales and market penetration. The guaranteed payments help Polomar's immediate cash flow, while the sales milestones create a clear path for extended partnership. If things go well, the risks they've outlined are pretty standard for a company in this space, especially with new drug development and market entry. The patent uncertainty is a big one. Without granted patents, the value proposition is weaker and the market exclusivity granted could be less meaningful. But if the patents do come through and For Humanity delivers on sales, this could be a game changer for Polomar. The company's future direction seems tied to the success of these specific inhalable drugs and their ability to scale up production and distribution effectively. The partnership is crucial for market access and leveraging for humanity's marketing expertise. Overall, Polomar seems to be making a calculated bet on its innovation. The success hinges on a few key factors: the approval of their patents, the effectiveness of For Humanity's marketing efforts, and Polomar's own operational capability in fulfilling prescriptions. If all these pieces fall into place, Polomar could see significant growth, but the risks, including patent denial and market adoption challenges, are very real. What do you think about this new partnership and Polomar's strategy? Let us know in the comments. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate deconstructions. Don't forget to join our Discord community linked in the description below. We're building a great community of people who love digging into these filings. Thanks for watching. See you next time.